NGOs, ONGs in Portuguese, stand for non-governmental organization. They are organizations that are formed by the own people living in the city. It has nothing to do with the government, and it's also an entity that belongs to the third sector of the Brazilian economy. That means that besides the fact that it's formed by the society for the society, they are not for profit and receive donations and volunteer work. But sometimes we wonder, what is the importance of the NGOs for the city of São Paulo? To answer that question, we chose an NGO that works in São Paulo and defends the animal rights. They basically rescue pets from the streets of São Paulo and try to get them ready for the adoption. The name of the organization is Clube dos Vira-Latas, and we made a visit to ask them some questions. What's the importance of Clube dos Vira-Latas?
A importância dos clubes dos vira-latas é resgatar animais vítimas de maus tratos.
The importance of Clube dos Vira-Latas is to rescue animals that had been abused, give them a home where they deserve to live, and to treat them with a lot of knowledge. So we restore the animals that suffered from the abuse and work on it, bring it to a pet shop, give all the vaccination to it, so they can be released to the adoption. So the importance is to rescue animals so we can give them a home where they really deserve. Why was the organization created? It was created by Mrs. Cida Regis 12 years ago. The NGO was created because of the love that Cida felt for the animals. And every time she saw an animal laying on the street, she rescued them and got them to go to her own house. Thank God she could find a group that agreed with this idea.
Que abraçou a ideia.
How does the volunteer work works? There are so many ways the volunteer work can function. The person can come here to the head office and work here with the animals, whether giving them a bath, walking with them, asking for a donation for the young, or helping the team on the donation places. It's very important. What do you think is the importance of the organization that cares about the animals? I believe the importance of an NGO that cares about animals is because the animal that is on the street was abandoned in the moment that he needed the most, so the NGO can give it the support and the affection that he needs. The only thing an animal asks for is care, feeding, and a cozy place to sleep in. The same way a kennel is the wrong place for an animal to be, a rat's home is either the right place for elderly or a shelter to children. We only exist because of the rejection of the animals by their owners, so we hope we don't exist anymore in the future. What's your opinion about the Instituto Royal? I disagree with the idea of using animals on testing products, but I don't think the way they took the dogs away was the right way either. As an NGO that cares about the animals, we don't think you should have taken away the dogs from a place where they had been having a treatment. So I think that using animals on procedures of testing products is not necessary at all. How are you supposed to trust the people that come here and say that they are going to help with the volunteer work? First of all, we observe the person when the person comes here to make part of our volunteer work. And by a conversation, we can discover if the person really has the affection and responsibility that is needed. If not, we deny the help of the person because all we care about here is the respect and the dignity with the animals. The reason all the workers of Clube dos Vira-Latas are here is the love we have for animals, so we expect the person to come here with their heart opened.
Mas de coração aberto.